She stood there holding the dress close to her chest, her hands shaking just a little. It was simple, worn, not something you'd expect in a place full of gold and marble. He looked at her, then laughed softly, not with kindness, but with judgment, like she didn't belong. She tried to smile, but her heart felt heavy. What he didn't know was that the story behind that dress would change everything. In a few months, he would look at her with different eyes filled not with pride, but with regret. Before we begin, hit subscribe. It's appreciated. Her name was Amira. She worked in a small dress shop on the edge of the city. The shop was not fancy. The floor had old tiles, the lights buzzed a little, and the walls were filled with fabrics that came from many different places. Amira loved her work. She didn't have much, but she had patience, skill, and a gentle heart. Every stitch she made felt like a quiet prayer for a better life. She grew up with her grandmother, who taught her how to sew. Her grandmother always said, "Clothes can hold stories. Make sure the story is kind." Amira carried those words with her every day. She dreamed of opening her own store one day, a place where every woman felt beautiful, no matter what she had or where she came from. But dreams were slow and life was not easy. Rich customers came into the shop sometimes, but they barely looked at her. To them, she was just a worker, someone in the background. She learned to smile, stay calm, and stay invisible. One afternoon, everything changed. A famous Arab tycoon came to the shop. His name was Khalid. He was known for his wealth, his luxury cars, his expensive suits. People respected him. Or maybe they feared him. He walked in with a group of friends, laughing loudly, wearing strong perfume and shiny jewelry. They looked around like they owned the world. Khalid saw Amira's dress, the one she had made from leftover fabric. It was plain, soft, simple, but it meant something to her. It was the last fabric her grandmother gave her before she passed. He looked at the dress and smirked, and with just one comment, one careless, thoughtless comment, he made her feel small. If you were in her place, what would you have done? Tell us in the comments. Khalid and his friends laughed cruelly at the simple dress Amira held, a dress touched by her grandmother's love. Their light, careless words hurt her deeply, making her feel small and unworthy. She knew they saw only price, while this dress carried deep worth, memory, and love. Though she didn't cry, the pain settled like a small, heavy stone in her chest. Amira changed. She channeled the hurt into a quiet, fierce determination. She worked with her whole heart, saving money and designing simple yet soulful dresses. She wasn't seeking Khalid's approval. She was fighting to prove her worth to herself. Driven by her grandmother's wisdom, Amira entered a local fashion show. She used simple fabrics, choosing warm colors and gentle shapes, wanting her creations to feel like home, safe and kind. On the day of the show, she stood calm amidst the bright lights. She belonged there because she had worked with her heart. Her dresses walked the runway, soft, graceful, full of quiet emotion, and people noticed their honesty. Then, Khalid appeared. He saw her, not small and hesitant, but steady, sure, and strong. Amira met his gaze, not with anger, but with calm assurance. In that moment, she finally felt free. She realized she needed no one's approval to belong. She already did. But this was only the beginning. Have you ever carried pain in silence, hoping one day someone would truly see you? Tell us in the comments. The night of the fashion show slowly came to an end. People began to leave, talking softly about their favorite designs. Amira stood quietly near her table, touching one of the dresses she had made. Her hands were calm. Her heart felt steady. She had done what she came to do. But then she heard footsteps. Khalid walked toward her. Not fast, not slow, just steady. The same man who once laughed at her. The same man who made her feel invisible. But now something was different in his face. His eyes were not sharp or amused. They were quiet, almost unsure. He stopped in front of her. Amira did not speak. She did not smile. She simply waited. Khalid looked at the dresses closely. He reached out and touched the fabric gently, as if he finally understood it was made with care. His hand did not have the arrogance it once had. It almost felt like he was afraid to cause harm. There was a long silence, and then, very softly, his voice broke it. He said that these dresses felt alive. He said they looked like they were made with love. His voice did not hold pride like before. It held something else, something heavier, something human. Amira listened. She did not need to ask what he meant. She already knew. He remembered the dress she held in the shop, the one he mocked, the one she had made with her grandmother's last gift. He realized what he had done. How small one sentence can make a person feel, how easy it is to break something gentle. And in that moment, he felt something she once felt, the quiet ache of regret. Amira did not give him anger. She did not give him forgiveness either. She simply told him where the dress had come from, how her grandmother had given it to her, how it was the last thing she made before she passed, how every stitch was memory. Khalid lowered his eyes. The room around them felt still, like even the air was listening. In that moment, the world did not change. The past did not disappear. The hurt did not suddenly fade away. But something inside both of them shifted. Amira realized she did not need his apology to feel whole, and Khalid realized he had once judged something beautiful without understanding it. What would you have done if this truth was suddenly staring back at you? Tell us in the comments. After the show, life did not turn into a fairy tale. There were no sudden miracles, no overnight success, no dramatic ending. But something important had changed. And that change was quiet, honest, and real. People began to talk about Amira's work. Slowly at first. A small article in a local blog. A few customers who wanted dresses that felt warm instead of flashy. A boutique owner who asked if she would like to display a few pieces. Step by step, her name began to grow. She didn't chase fame. She didn't try to prove anything. She simply kept working the same way she always had, with care, patience, and love in her hands. Her grandmother's words stayed with her every day. Clothes can hold stories. Make sure the story is kind. One afternoon, weeks after the show, Khalid visited her shop. This time he came alone. No loud friends, no flashy entrance, just quiet footsteps. He asked if he could buy the dress, the same dress he once mocked. Amira shook her head gently. She told him it was not for sale. It carried a memory that could not be bought. Khalid understood. He didn't argue. He didn't try to explain himself. He simply nodded. He looked around the small shop, the same old tiles, the same soft light. But now he saw something he hadn't seen before. He saw heart. Before he left, he told her something quietly. That the day he had laughed, he had not seen her. He had not seen the story, the meaning, the love. He said he was sorry, not to ask for forgiveness, but because he had learned something from her. And then he left. Amira watched him go, not with anger and not with pride. Just peace. Because she finally understood something too. People change in their own time. Some learn through pain, some learn through loss, and some learn through the moment they see kindness standing tall where they once tried to tear it down. Amira did not become rich instantly, but she became something far more important, respected, seen, whole, and her dresses continued to carry stories. Stories of love, memory, healing, and quiet strength. Just like her. What part of this story stayed with you the most? Tell us in the comments. Show some love with a like and subscribe to stay inspired.